Hello to my friends from wherever you may be right now. I'm Ashley with the National Portrait Gallery, and I want to welcome everyone to another edition of our program called Introducing. In this program, we share the stories of the people who have helped shape the United States through our portraits. Today, I am so jazzed to be sharing this portrait, or this photograph, I should say, of minister and television host Fred Rogers, known by many as Mr. Rogers by Nathan Ben. In this portrait, we see a half-length view of an adult man who is standing in profile, leaning over as he holds onto a young child. The man wears a white turtleneck and black-rimmed glasses. The child wears a burgundy long-sleeved turtleneck and holds on to his toy with his right hand. Venetian blinds and a blue-white striped chair with a flower pattern and a yellow knit throw are visible in the background. Now let's take a quick look at this image quietly. What do you think the two people in the portrait are feeling? I think this portrait is an example of two people showing elation, which is a state of great happiness. Elation is a feeling that Fred Rogers inspired his audience to feel many times during his very long career. There are people, both young and old, who feel some sense of elation whenever they think about Fred Rogers. He made them feel special and that their dreams mattered. You know, Fred Rogers once said, if you could only sense how important you are to the lives of those you meet, how important you can be to the people you may never even dream of, there is something of yourself that you leave at every meeting with another person. Now, Fred McFeely Rogers was born in Latrobe, Pennsylvania in 1928. As a young man, he wished to become a minister, but when he entered college, he became fascinated by television, which was still very, very new, and the possibilities that television held. He was really interested in making television shows for children and using the medium as a way to tell stories and to teach lessons. He ended up finishing his training as a minister, but afterwards, Rogers began his career in television. He started as a gopher, which is someone who runs errands, and then later he became a floor director at NBC Studios, a television studio. Through these experiences, he learned a lot about how to create a TV show and all the behind-the-scenes magic. In 1966, he finally reached his goal, and the Mr. Rogers Neighborhood TV show premiered on Pittsburgh's WQED. By 1970, the program was shown nationwide on PBS stations. Now, every episode of the TV show arrived, or at least started, with Mr. Rogers arriving at his home and singing the song, "It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood." He would then hang up his coat, put on a zippered red cardigan, and change his dress shoes into inexpensive sneakers. Now, the cardigans were actually knit by his mom until her passing in 1981. Now, following the opening song, "It's a Great Day in the Neighborhood," Mr. Rogers would always ask the audience to be his neighbor. Throughout more than 1,000 episodes, Fred Rogers often talked about topics that were sometimes hard to discuss, like death and divorce. But he always encouraged his young viewers to imagine the world in someone else's shoes and to always be a good neighbor and friend. Mr. Rogers once said that all of us, at some time or other, need help. Whether we're giving or receiving help, each one of us has something valuable to bring to the world. That's one of the things that connects us as neighbors, as people. In our own way, each one of us is a giver and a receiver. As we enter the new year, it's important to remember that when we help others and treat them with love and care, we help ourselves, just like Mr. Rogers did. Now, sadly, we've reached the end of this week's Introducing. We hope to see you back next Wednesday for a new story.